Hey, you're watching Vinyl for Miles, your best resource for music and vinyl reviews. And today we're gonna... And today we're gonna be talking about the Label Saver. Has this ever happened to you? You go online, you buy the record you've been waiting for, brand new copy of it, you sit patiently, you wait for it to be delivered, that magical moment happens, you hear the doorbell, you see the UPS driver drive away, you go to your porch, you rip the box open, you pull it out, you check out the print, you check out the insert, you look at the color variant, you are stoked. You put the record on, drop the needle, sit back, and your brand new record
is noisy as hell.
So this recently happened to me. I picked up this copy of the Shenmue soundtrack. If you're not familiar with Shenmue, it was a Dreamcast game, one of my favorite games, one of the best games for the Dreamcast. It later went on to have a few sequels for the Xbox and so on. But the original soundtrack is something that I just had to have. I bought a new copy of it off Discogs. It was sealed. I opened it up, I put it on, I even cleaned it. I didn't do a full clean, but I did, the spray, and I used the brush, I cleaned it, and then I put it on the turntable. I used the carbon fiber brush to get rid of some of the static. I even cleaned my needle, and oh my god, it was so noisy. I couldn't stand the noise. I'll play a clip for you right now. Listen to this. I couldn't understand why the hell it was so noisy. I contacted the manufacturer and they said my copy's the only one that is that noisy. I even sent them a sound clip of it. They recommended doing a wet clean, a full wet clean. I did a little research and I found this, which is called the Label Saver. The whole concept with this is it just goes over the label. You could get your record, put it in the sink. Hopefully you have distilled water in your sink. We have pretty clean water here. You can spray off that record, get it as wet as you want, and you don't have to worry about the label taking a hit. So what we're gonna do today is put this to the test. Let's see if we can get rid of some of that noise you just heard. So I'm gonna put this on my brand new record. We're gonna spray it off. We're gonna do a second clean with my solution. I'll put the links to everything I'm using in the description below. We're gonna clean it off with my brush tool, let it dry, put it back on the turntable, record some audio, and see if we can get rid of that
pesky noise.
And if any of you audiophiles out there have an extra vacuum kit you want to send my way, go ahead. I gladly accept it. All right, let's get this started. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we're down in my kitchen. So here is the Label Saver. It comes with two what look like plexiglass pieces with two gaskets and just a little clamp here. It looks pretty cheap. This thing was $31. I had a 5% off coupon, but still it's a lot of money for two pieces of plastic. It came in a very discreet box that was actually fully taped. It was really hard to open up. And then it just came in an Amazon mailer. So let's go ahead and try this out. Got my record. I'm a little nervous. I tried this on a really cheap record first just to make sure I don't ruin anything. But step one is you feed it through the spindle hole and then you sandwich it in the middle like that. It feels like there's a good suction there with the gasket, and then you're going to want to tighten the record down with the two clamps like so, and it looks like we got a pretty tight seal there. Pretty nice because you can use it as a handle too while you're washing it. So first thing I'm gonna do is just get my brush, my felt brush, and I'm just gonna get some of the lint and stuff off, if there is any. Again, this was like a brand new record that sounds super, super noisy. All right, now here is the fun part. I'm just not gonna use freezing cold but not hot. And I have a pressure hose here, which shoots out a little bit of pressurized water, which will be good for getting all that dirt out of the groove. So, let's do it! Ah! And spray a little solution on this. This is just record cleaning solution. Get it nice and wet. And I'm gonna take, this is an older felt brush I have. I'll turn that off so it's not done blowing. And I'm just gonna work this into the grooves. I'm obviously in a clockwise motion or counterclockwise, just go within the grooves. All right, now let's just rinse it off one more time to get all the solution off. I'm really gonna concentrate on the edges because the first track sounded really, really bad on side A. So you're gonna wanna have a microfiber cloth handy and a really good cloth that will not scratch your record. And first thing I'm gonna do is, here's the wet record. I'm just gonna dab it a little bit around to try to get up some of that water. You can go ahead and take the label off, or the label saver off. So we're gonna unscrew it. It's my baby. All right. Looks like it went right up to the edge there, but it's not wet, and I'm gonna actually go around the edge to make sure no water drips on the label. Take the other side off, and there's definitely a seal. Even the gasket came out a little bit. That means that it was stuck on there pretty good. And then I'm gonna take this cloth. It's like a kind of a microfiber cloth. It was actually marketed as a record cloth, but I'm just gonna wipe it down real quick to get all the excess wetness off. All right, now that we got the initial wetness off, I'm actually going to do the solution one more time with a better brush. Even if you're not doing a full wet clean, you can actually put this down over the label, and then you can spray your solution on it, and it doesn't get your label wet. Here's my better brush, or sponge, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And now I'm going through with the full solution on this guy. Next step is to let your record dry however you want. I like to do this too. This gets it nice and dry real fast. So we're going to put the record back on. I'm going to record it and see if it made a difference with all that noise. Alright, there you have it. This was the label saver. I just played the record after a wet clean. You can kind of compare the two. Let me know what you think. I think it made a huge difference. This is a little pricey at $30 for 2 pieces of plastic and some screws, but it kept the label dry, and I think after a full wet clean, even with my clean sink water, it sounded much better compared to what I had to begin with. So if you like this video, check out my other stuff. Give me a subscribe, leave some comments of what you thought, and let me know what you want me to do next. All right, thanks guys.